Hi everyone, Little Acres Creations Turn 2. So they are having some great prizes and a YouTube hop and a blog hop. So if you want more details on that, just head over to Chelles video from Little Acres Creations, and I will have that link down below for all the rules. There's plenty of prizes to go around, and it's just a fun way to see everybody's projects. And for my project today, I am going to use Mr. Nuts. Mr. Nuts is one of my favorite stamp sets, but he is limited edition. There are only 4 left. So if you want Mr. Nuts, go over to the stamp store and get him. And I will provide links down below to the stamp store also. And I am using my Tim Holtz stamp platform, and I am going to stamp Mr. Nuts on a folded piece of cardstock, and that's Georgia Pacific cardstock, and it's folded in the middle. And I'm just going to ink up Mr. Nuts here with some Memento Tuxedo black ink, because I will be doing some alcohol marker coloring. And the Georgia Pacific cardstock and the Memento Tuxedo black ink work perfect for alcohol marker coloring. So I'm just going to stamp Mr. Nuts out on that scrap piece of paper that is folded in the middle. And there's Mr. Nuts all stamped out. This is one of the cutest squirrel stamp sets out there. And remember, there's only 4 left. And so I just unfolded the cardstock because I don't want the marker to bleed through. And I'm just going to use some Stampin' Up! Markers, and I am going to color Mr. Nuts. And once I have him all colored up, I'm going to fold that cardstock back in half, and then I'm going to use my little Fisker spring-loaded scissors, and I'm just going to cut around Mr. Nuts, but I'm not going to cut the folded part of the top because I want that to open and shut. So I'm just going to cut around Mr. Nuts, and I'm going to leave a little bit of a border. And there he is all cut out, and I can open and shut it the way I want. And then once I have that all finished, I am going to get my laminator out. And this is my laminator, and I have had it heating up for a little bit. And I'm just going to take, that's just some computer paper, and you need to do this part. I'm going to make like a little sleeve. If you don't do this, it runs the risk of ruining your laminator, which I did a while ago on a different project because I just ran the laminated sheet through the laminator without the sleeve, but it got wrapped up in there and it was a big mess. But anyway, once I have that computer paper folded in half, I'm going to grab my laminating pouch, and this is just a scrap piece of a laminating pouch. And there it is. And I'm just going to cut it in half, and then I'll place Mr. Nuts inside of that laminating sheet, and then I will run it through the laminator after I put it in that paper sleeve. And there he is all laminated, and I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut around the entire piece. And you have to leave a little bit of an edge. If you go all the way to the cardstock, it will peel apart. So I'm just leaving a little bit of an edge, and I'm going to cut all the way around of Mr. Nuts. And now what I'm doing is I'm reinforcing that crease because I need it to fold nice. So I'm just using my fingers, and then I'll use a bone folder, and I'll really get in that crease and make sure that it's really creased. And then I will add the magnets. And here's a magnet that I like to use, and this is a thin magnet, but it's still really strong. It's the type of magnets that they use those car signs for. And no, don't go around stealing car signs off of cars. You can order this type of magnet. And I no longer have the link to where I got this because I got it so long ago. But you can go anywhere and search, magnets for cars, and it will come up with lots of places to buy this. So I'm just measuring it out, and I'm going to put the magnet on each side, and I'm going to cut it to size. But with this magnet, you have to make sure when you add the other half that it's the right polarity, because sometimes it's horizontal and sometimes it's vertical. So you need to test the pieces before you make your second half to make sure that you're getting the right polarity of the magnet so it sticks together. And again, this is thin magnets, but it's really strong. And then I'll just use Lean's craft glue to glue the magnets to the inside of the Mr. Nuts folded part. And then once the magnets are glued on there, I'm going to place something heavy. That's just my die machine platform, and I'm just going to let that dry for a little bit, and then my magnet will be finished. And here it is. This is my Mr. Nuts bookmark, magnet bookmark, and it sticks really, really well. And I'm going to get a book here, and I'm going to show you. You can even do like a couple of pages. It just doesn't have to be one page, and it just snaps right on there, and it's a cute little bookmark. I needed a new bookmark, and Mr. Nuts was just the perfect squirrel for that job. And these would make great teacher gifts, or if you needed to make a lot of them, or you could even put it in a card when you send it to somebody. They're just real fun bookmarks to make, and they're fairly simple and easy and quick. And just how cute is that? There's Mr. Nuts. And it's really strong. It really does hold up quite well. And like I said, I'm even showing you with even more pages. It really does stick well. And again, that's the magnets for when they make those car signs. And that's how the bookmark looks. And I want to thank everybody for watching my video. And remember that there's some great prizes being given away by Little Acres Creations for their 2nd birthday. And I will have those links down below. And if you're new to my channel, welcome and thanks for watching. Bye.